51 years, as we're corrected, of loyal service to St Alfred's parish. Words almost defeat me. I've known Father Hugh Moore since he came here. I knew him by introduction from a parishioner who was a blood relation of my mother's. And she and Father Hugh worked quite closely together in his relatively early days here. She helped serve the altar, I think, by looking after laundry and looking after providing the communion bread. Father Hugh Moore's influence on that family was deep, and it's felt to this day, as indeed has been his influence on society, both in Burnt Oak and in Colindale and in Edgware, and much farther afield. In recent years, my contact with Father Hugh has been relatively limited. I was proud to be here as a guest 10 years ago, on his 40th anniversary, and I was delighted to be a guest when your magnificent organ was dedicated and that fantastic concert several years ago, and also more recently, when the church celebrated its 90th anniversary. Do you know, one of the things I admire about St Alfred is that this parish continues the tradition set by that saint in the City of London. And there was a magnificent church called St Alfred on London Wall, which was bombed in 1940 or 41. And I imagine that some of the church furniture here comes from that bombed church. Whether it does or whether it doesn't, I know not. But I do know that this church is an admirable church. Many of you will know that it was built to be the central church of the Royal Air Force because of the proximity of RAF Hendon, which is why it's such a wonderful brick building. Tall, proud, elegant, and beautifully decorated within. The building is one thing, but it's the spirit that the building lends itself to which is so critically important, and I've never found that spirit lacking under Father Hugh Moore. He has a congregation. Somebody said to me while we were sitting here, "Oh, but we're an elderly congregation." As I look around, ladies and gentlemen, you are not elderly. I can show you elderly congregations in other parts of this borough. But there's a vibrance here, an energy here, and a sense of love and admiration, not least for your leader in faith, your leader in spirit, and your leader in person, Father Hugh Moore. That spirit comes from him sharing his younger days with you, when he'd turn up at your garden parties wearing his boating blazer, when he'd probably drink half of you under the table late at night, but I know little of that. Press reports suffice. But I know that as a spiritual leader, he has inspired generations. He's given people confidence and faith to face life's various challenges. And as Hugh gets older himself, he has our support and our prayers and our admiration for continuing to serve our Lord and the people of this parish. Father Hugh, it's a joy to be with you 10 years after the last decent party. Thank you for everything you've done. And ladies and gentlemen, on a personal note, Father Hugh is very close to my heart because he gave my own father the last rites 25 years ago. So he has been a good priest, a loyal priest, whose influence will go on long after he's no longer here. But I hope he'll be here for many years yet. I'd ask you, ladies and gentlemen, as one to stand and raise a glass. And the toast could be nothing other than Father Hugh Moore and St Alfred.